Beep, 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 beep. Hello. Welcome to the court of the Edijester. How is everybody today? I hope you're well. I'm very pleased with today's announcement in the last few days, from LGB Alliance about the opening of their new helpline. This is fantastic news. So let me just give you some breakdown of what's going on with that. But before I do, Warrior Teachers start tomorrow. If you want to sign up, today's the day. There is no more time in which for you to do it. So I'm really looking forward to get started there with the good folk. It's very exciting indeed. So onwards. So LGB Alliance, our helpline is open. We're extremely pleased that our helpline is now open. We hope that our one-to-one listening service run by trained and verified volunteers and via live chat will help young teens worried about friendship, bullying or feeling different, and older teens and young adults with concerns about coming out, relationships and navigating the world as a lesbian, gay man or bisexual. Bingo! Yeah, we'll have some of that. Thanks very much. They've then given us a Q&A. So I'll go through a couple of those just so you get an idea about what that's about. In the meantime, you can subscribe to my Substack. That'll be great. Or buy me a coffee. So here we go. Why did you set up the helpline is the first FAQ question that we've got here. So we'll go through that one there. In short, it was needed. There is no other dedicated service for teens and young adults who want to talk about their feelings around being same-sex attracted. There absolutely isn't. Isn't it extraordinary that we have to start our own designated? It's just shows you how the forced teaming works. So you can't get rid of these damned TQ plus nut jobs. That's not them saying that. That's me. They would never say such a thing. Nevermore. What kind of service is it, is the next question. It's a listening service. The helpline does not offer counselling or provide therapeutic interventions. Instead, it provides a welcome space for those who'd like to share their feelings. As all of the volunteers are lesbian, gay or bisexual, and the young person getting in touch will know that, we hope that they will feel able to speak freely in a warm and empathetic place without judgment. We're also positive about being LGB, and we hope that a young person who may be feeling worried about their own future is reassured that it will be okay to be gay for them too. How is this different to any other service? Another important point. Like other helplines, we'll be there to support teens and young adults facing a whole host of issues, ranging from coming out and bullying to breakups and family alienation. What makes us unique is that the service won't suggest to a teenage girl who feels different because she prefers short hair and playing sport that she might really be a boy. And it won't be it won't tell a teenage boy who is being bullied for being effeminate that maybe he's really a girl. Many young adults reported being shamed for their lesbian, gay or bisexual relationships by those who would say that same-sex attraction is in some way bigoted. We start from the premise that homosexuality is perfectly natural. Next question on their listings. How did you find your volunteers? I was very, very pleased to see this. And I'm sure you will be too. We sent out a call for helpline volunteers in our newsletter and expected perhaps 10 responses. We were astonished to receive more than 100. You know, it just shows you it's needed, doesn't it? It just shows you that there is people out there that give a damn. It really does, and I think that's wonderful. So I was very pleased to see that. The big thing being, many of the people in the 100 were eminently qualified to do it. Extraordinarily well qualified is the wording used here by LGB Alliance. As a result, we were able to select volunteers with decades of helpline experience. Between them, gained organisations such as the Samaritans, Crisis, or the Lesbian and Gay Switchboard. In addition, in their professional lives, many worked in roles relating to the safeguarding of children or vulnerable adults, or were mental health or education professionals. As a new service, having that level of expertise on board from day one was a huge advantage. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. That's what you want. No nonsense folk that know their stuff and understand safeguarding. Next question. What about safeguarding? Something that people have raised, and rightly so. We need clarity on safeguarding. It's the only lens through which to view this, the only lens through which to view most of this. And that's why it's very good to push this via a safeguarding route, particularly if you can tie in prevent as well, as I've mentioned previously in my videos. LGB Alliance continue. At the very start of this process, LGB Alliance decided that if we could not deliver this service safely, we wouldn't deliver it at all. So we developed safeguarding, code of conduct and privacy policies which were reviewed and approved by the safeguarding lead on our board and which were read and signed by all candidates. We undertook a safer recruitment process that included an in-person assessment and training day where sample scripts were discussed, Scenarios were role-played and ethical questions around the operation of the line debated. Each candidate also underwent an interview with a panel certified in safer recruitment and was asked questions that explored their understanding of safeguarding and their responsibilities as they relate to young people. Despite the fact that no personal data is captured by the helpline, we asked all candidates to sign a non-disclosure agreement, forbidding discussion of any of the conversations they had or viewed, to add an additional layer of confidentiality. Great stuff. Yeah. And finally, each candidate underwent an enhanced DBS check with barred lists. This is the highest DBS level available. So that should put that to bed, shouldn't it? Got there. Well done to the LGB Alliance and for responding in such a full manner so that people can put their fears at rest. Our volunteers have all received a training manual which includes the relevant policies and processes, and we are committed to refreshing training at regular intervals. Why did you select, the next question, the age range 13 to 24? I was asked this by somebody. Why do they do it? And well, that's the key area for them getting captured by the nutters, in my book. Adolescence is often a time of turmoil and change, and teenagers can struggle as they begin to think about who they are. While acting on any sense of same-sex attraction may be years away, the worries and fears associated with the idea that you are different often start early. Young adults, on the other hand, may be more settled in their sexual orientation, but struggling with a new world of relationships. Whilst the support would be framed differently and always in an age-appropriate manner, the underlying message from our volunteers would be meaningful to all teens and young adults. It's always fine to be you. This is what we want to hear. Can you be sure that children, next question, are kept safe when using your service? This is our top priority. Everyone who gets in touch will be connected directly via live chat to a one-to-one conversation with a trained volunteer. There are no chat rooms and there is no peer-to-peer contact. We are alert to the fact that any service for young people is liable to be targeted by those who would seek to exploit their vulnerability, and we have taken steps to guard against that. All contacts will be asked how old they are so that the volunteer can respond to them in an age-appropriate and responsible manner. It will also ensure that they can advise children against risky or illegal contact with others. Each volunteer who is responding to a contact will be overseen by another volunteer to ensure the appropriateness of their responses and to help all volunteers to learn and improve. All text chats are saved, securely stored in the cloud, and are not accessible to anyone beyond the official administrators of the helpline. All calls will be logged to include details of the caller's age, the reason for the call, and a summary of the outcome. Delivering support to teens and young adults is an enormous responsibility, and we take it extremely seriously. We need critical friends. It would be foolish to pretend we know everything, and we will listen to experts and service users who suggest how we can improve. We welcome comment and scrutiny, and we will actively seek advice and always aim for best practice. Congratulations, LGB Alliance. This looks to me to be a tremendous resource for young people, children and young adults who are questioning themselves in whatever way that may be. I wish I had something like it when I was 12. Because I didn't know much about what I was, but the other kids at school certainly did. It's like they could smell it a mile off. Violent swine. Question, what's next? This is a 6-month pilot. And we want to determine which age group is calling the most frequently. What are the most common problems? And how we can better meet the needs of the young people who get in touch. There will inevitably be changes to the way the service is delivered and to the way it's presented and promoted over time. We aim to improve and hope to grow. Ultimately, our sincerest wish is that we can help adolescents and young adults to feel good about themselves and to live happy and fulfilled lives. We hope our support will help make that happen. So do I. My congratulations to the team. This is a great service, and I wish you all the luck in the world with it. Well done, folks. I'll see you later. Bye-bye.